Join, wager, cash in, and get a $150 bonus. Sign up now at TVG.com.
We now welcome on the phone one of the top trainers in America with one of the top 3-year-old prospects for the Kentucky Derby. I'm talking about trainer Kiaran McLauphlin with breaking news about his top prospect, CAIRO Prince. And first of all, Kiaran, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's lead you into the news that came out earlier today, and that is that Darley will buy a majority interest into CAIRO Prince. What can you tell us about how long it had been in the works, and ultimately how it played out?
Well, it had been in the works for probably 10 days, but luckily for me, I wasn't involved. Paul Braverman, he represented the 4 current owners, and he was involved with Jimmy Bell to get the deal done, and I just kept doing my job, training the horse, and everything's going great. So I'm glad that they were able to come to an agreement.
Well, and for those who aren't familiar, there's obviously a comfort level for you with Darley since you have trained for them, and this is not really a situation where a horse has to be brought into your barn or anything has to change with what you're doing. You're all systems go, obviously, for the Bessaloo Florida Derby coming up, but you had to be very pleased that ultimately it was Darley who was buying the majority interest.
Yes, we had an awful lot of phone calls and a lot of interest from a lot of key people in America and around the world, and I was so glad that Darley ended up in the partnership. You know, hopefully it's a great partnership going forward, and, you know, I couldn't think of a better person to put with these 4 owners that currently own them now than Sheikh Mohammed and Darley.
Kiaran, CAIRO Prince, you've been on record as saying, look, everyone noticed how good he was in the Holy Bull back on January 25th, but you still think there's more there. But if we're up to you, you'd like to see the Kentucky Derby coming up in the next couple of weeks, not the next couple of months, right?
Yes, exactly. He's doing so well. That's the main part of it, is just to keep him happy and healthy and sound for the Florida Derby and then on to the Kentucky Derby. But I wish we were 2 weeks away instead of 2 months away.
Kiaran, we're showing the Holy Bull backtrack where he does win. Can you argue that his Remsen was a little better, the move that he made? Is that, I mean, obviously when you stuck him in the Nashua and when he won his main special weight, you knew he had some talent. But the Remsen race, did that really tell you, wow, I really have something here?
Yes, I mean, well, we thought that we were much the best in the Remsen, and we still look back on it as we spotted Honor Code 6 pounds. We probably should have gone to the lead. When we broke well, there was not much pace in the race. And then Louis Saez kind of just sat on him late, thinking that he had it won, and never really hit him. So we were the best that day, but we've always liked this horse. And I told Paul Braverman in the paddock for his first start, he asked if we had any Derby horses, and I said, CAIRO Prince is our Derby horse. And he looked at me a little funny, but we felt like he's been very special horse from day one.
And do you feel that the Florida route also gives him a chance to really test his mettle, that the 3-year-olds he's facing down there are representative of the best of the crop?
Well, I'm sure there's some very good horses all around the country, but we have one of the best, and we just have to get there, and hopefully everything goes well from today on to May 3rd. There's plenty of nice horses around the country, but we wouldn't trade places with anybody.
Well, and CAIRO Prince has the right man training him. Kiaran, thank you for taking time. We know you get a lot of interview requests now with a top 3-year-old like this, and thank you for spending time with us here on TVG.
Happy to do it. Thank you.